Last November, November 2011, I visited one of our projects in the foothills of Mount Kenya. And this project is groups of farmers from 1 acre up to, I think, 22 acres was the largest we saw. And they are growing trees in parts of their land that they wouldn't be using otherwise. And carbon finance is a critical part of how they can afford to do that. The work that it provides locally to the verifiers, to the farmers themselves, it's just amazing. The pride and the knowledge that they share as communities based on the way that the teaching of how to really grow trees well in their area, it was just inspiring. And the difference between being sort of halfway up the foothills of Mount Kenya where it's lush green land and it grows really easily, to being in the arid plains beneath where it's a real struggle. 1 in 20 trees survives, and the determination of these farmers to make their projects work it's absolutely awe-inspiring. The benefits that are much harder to quantify are really interesting, and you really sort of become apparent and aware of them when you're talking to people on the ground. Small things that we wouldn't think about, but not having to walk miles to pick up wood to make a stove at home, because actually you can sustainably farm a little bit of the forest to provide you with wood. You can spend more time at home with your children. You don't have to worry about who's looking after them or are they being educated. 2 farmers were particularly inspiring. One was a very small holder. He had 1 acre of land and he'd planted 1,000 trees around the perimeters and in different places in this land, and was able to create income that helped lift his family out of effectively poverty. Another farmer wasn't really doing it for himself. His vision was to create a different ecosystem for his family to inherit the farm that he was on. He knew he was looking at a generational change that would stand his family in good stead for years to come.